눈이 컴퓨터를 할거 없대.
Should have a glass of water here, you know.
Ah, yeah, exactly.
Sure. It looks more professional.
More professional, exactly. Okay, how are you, my man?
Oh, it started.
It started.
Oh my God, Sawa. I'm
Ça
good,
va?
man. It's a good.
We're gonna speak French. Ça va bien?
Sawa.
Okay, let's start with your full name, age, where you were born, and when did you know that you wanted to be a chef, and what or who was the biggest influence made you choose this profession, industry?
Damn. Okay. So about me, yes, as you know, of course, my name's Advait, Shankar Pittan. I'm from a little place called Calicut in Kerala, which is in the southern part of India. So a beautiful place. You should visit one day.
Definitely.
And why I chose culinary. But like, to be honest, I was going to the engineering field. I don't know if I told you this.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so
That's interesting.
it was like, 10th grade, we had decided, like in 10th grade, you have to choose after that whether you want to do arts, science, or commerce. Those are the three main. And in those, I chose science. And in the science itself, you can choose to, if you want to specifically become an engineer or a doctor. So I had chosen the engineering thing. And then that was the plan. For 2 years, I studied that. And then I was like, fuck, just flipped a coin. It was heads, so I joined culinary. Yeah. If it landed on tails, I would have probably joined in physical training, probably. Like a physiotherapist, maybe. Yeah.
You just flipped the coin.
Just flipped the coin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. So.
And yes, how old am I? I am 22.
22.
Yeah.
What was your first impression when you came here in Switzerland? And what was shocking to you in terms of working here in the kitchen in Switzerland, compared to
back in India?
Back in India.
Yeah. So Switzerland. Actually, like I'm 22, so I'm done. I'm doing my master's course. Mm-hmm. So a bachelor's I had done back in India, and like everyone, 2019, COVID hit in India. Mm-hmm. It reached around January 2022, and then lockdown happened. So like when lockdown happened, everyone was at home, and I was just lazing around. My mom was like, she sends me a flyer of this school, like a poster, like join this. I was like, no. I was busy playing my video game. 1 month later, I get a call because my mom applied.
Your mom applied for the school?
Yes, my mom applied for the school.
Oh, damn.
And then, but she gave my number. So I was at the gym and I get a call from the counselor. Did you have a counselor? Like someone from Mongolia?
Yeah, we have a counselor, but yeah, we have a counselor.
You had a counselor, right? So exactly, that person talked to me. Very good business guy, is definitely. The way he was speaking about the school and everything, he convinced me before I even said yes. In 10 minutes he explained. I was like, okay, fine, you know what, I'm in.
How's the application thing? Was it hard or?
It wasn't. Honestly, that guy took care about almost everything, and I just had to follow him. So that was the good part, because I was checking other universities as well. It's more of a issue, like it's more procedure usually than what I thought it would be for this one. And for coming to Switzerland, I mean, it's a lovely place, man. I was in Mumbai for majority of my teen life. So in that, it's a busy place. It's very crowded. Too many people, too much noise and everything. And I come here, it's so quiet, it's so peaceful. I love it.
And my question is,
about the
what was the shocking thing?
The shocking thing in the kitchen. For one, I'll tell you the main one.
Yeah.
The chopping board. I have never in my life seen a chopping board which is...
for me too as well, to put the colors.
The green pads and everything.
Yeah.
That's fuck crazy. That was one. And where I'm from, there's nothing like, sustainability, compost. They don't give a fuck, at least where I intern. It's getting better in many places, but wherever I worked, food was good, no doubt. Indian food, it's not tough. It's very easy once you know the base. But the waste management, the waste control here, and how systematic people are.
Exactly. Especially French cuisine, they pay attention to every details.
Yeah, exactly.
The first time I saw that they turned the potatoes, it was very interesting. Turning potatoes, mushrooms, everything. They're turning everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Next, can you share some of your favorite culinary experience or memorable moments from your culinary journey so far?
ooh, like just here or like back in India as well?
Both.
Okay. I think the most interesting memory I have back in India was there's one New Year's Eve I had to work.
Okay.
So like I had to work. There was a double shift, and the whole night was spent at the hotel I was working at. But as New Year hit, everyone stopped. They started taking bottles from the refrigerator. They started popping expensive champagne, all at the expense of the hotel. No one's paying for it. All at the expense of the hotel. Oh, I was like, fuck. It was beautiful. Everyone came together. Everyone was working. Everyone was tired. Everyone was annoyed. But at that moment, everyone was just like meeting each other, hugging each other. No one knew each other. Also, they still like wished. It was beautiful.
That's so cool.
Yeah. In Switzerland, culinary. Honestly, I mean, the experience I have in Switzerland is probably only in the
Only
school.
school, yeah.
Yeah. But
When did you come here? Came here?
I came in
January.
January 2023, yes.
So it's 5 months.
5 months, yeah.
5 months
Damn.
already.
Pretty fast.
I want to talk about the Indian cuisine, especially southern part of India, which we're from Kerala.
Kerala, yes.
And what's the specialties of Kerala compared to other parts of India?
Other parts of India, okay. Mainly every part of India where it's near the coast, seafood is very popular.
Yeah.
But one thing that makes, I feel, Kerala stand out is we use the essence of coconut a lot in the food. Like coconut. It's like similar to Thailand and everything where they use coconut milk a lot.
Okay.
Like, and the type of fish, it's very different. I've not seen it when I've come here. Like, I don't know the English names, but I'll give you one. Like pomfret, obviously. And yeah, do you know what pomfret is?
I have no idea.
Oh, exactly. I am so used to.
no idea.
Oh, okay. This pomfret. There is this. It's another fish, very lovely fish. It's called curry mean. I don't know what it is in English. Wait, I need to check it. Curry mean.
I'll put it in down.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful preparation. What we do it is we catch it. It's usually in, do you know houseboats? Like they're big rivers or water canals, and then it's a mode of tourism. It's like people stay on boats, like Venice. How people like similar to that, but bigger canals, and it's like people stay and travel, and the water is moving. So over there, it's most popular. The place is called
what is it called again?
Houseboat.
Houseboat.
Yeah.
Is it common or it's not?
It's common in two places of Kerala. Just two places.
Just two places.
Where there are backwaters. The two places are called Kumaragam and Alapi. Alapi was where I went for the first time. That's where I had that curry mean for the first. Oh fuck! Okay. What a lovely dish. It was crazy. It's like you catch the fish. He caught it live in front of us, and you marinate it. Actually, you cook it in the pan a little bit, maybe. That's kind of optional. But if you want a little crust, you cook it on the pan, and then you put it on a banana leaf, and then you cover it with a pre-made spice with onions and other spices.
Okay.
And then you cover it, and then you wrap the whole banana leaf on it, and then you let it steam.
Sounds very interesting.
Yeah, it is lovely.
Can you make it here? Do you need?
I can. I just need the banana leaf.
Okay, we're gonna make it one day.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the most common dish from this Kerala? I mean.
Oh, okay. I think the most common in all over India,
No, in
like
all over Kerala.
no, a Kerala dish that is popular all over India.
Okay, what is it?
I think one of the most popular will be, it's called dosha we call it. But the thing is, there are 4 states in South India. There are 4 states.
Okay.
All 4 of them argue the origin of that dish, and they call it similar. Like Karnataka calls it dosa, we call it dosha. Tamil Nadu call it dosa. Telugu also I think call it dosa. Yeah.
What is it?
It's like a pancake
Okay.
made from rice flour, fermented rice batter.
The one we tried in Frankfurt.
Exactly.
That one. That one is dosa. Okay.
That one's
That's how I
yes.
tried it.
I forgot, bro. You tried it.
I
Lovely.
tried it. Okay.
But there's many things with that, with the same with similar batter. Just they change it a little bit. Like there's idli, similar thing, but it's like a cake, rice cake, which is steamed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
It's mainly the breakfast that is popular.
Yeah,
Those
you
are all
told me,
breakfast
you told me
items.
that,
Yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the intersection of food and culture? How does your cultural background influence your cooking style? What do you
Ooh.
say?
I think the main one would be that I am not used to induction. Okay, that camera stopped. Just move the camera, no? Like switch the camera, not the stand.
Гэхдээ шууд тийшээс хийчүүлээд. Тэгвэл наа чи ингэж зөрөн шүү дээ. Хөдлөгч гин тэг. Тэгвэл наано байжсэн зэрэг угаасаа одоо яахгүй. За. Шибаал юм аа. Yeah, I knew that something's gonna win.
Yeah.
Can you share a challenging or complex dish that you enjoy preparing? And what makes it so special to you?
Challenging.
What's the challenging dish you prepared? Yeah, culinary.
Well, there is one. The thing with Indian cooking, okay, it's like it'll be complicated when I tell you, like because you're not used to it. But it is actually not that hard. It's like a like there's 2 dishes mainly for me for me that I would rate as that. One would be something called the chicken ghee roast.
Okay.
Ghee roast. And another one would be a dal makhani. Like even like French cuisine. Everything from Escoffier has been written down, right?
Yeah.
The thing with Indian cuisine is it's all word to mouth. It's been passed on. There is no document. Like
No recipe.
no exact recipe to follow. So there's fights over many dishes about which is the authentic way, which isn't, and stuff like that. So so every dish like which I like even the ghee roast and the dal makhani. Dal makhani is a lentil dish. Did I tell you? Okay, it's a slow cooked lentil dish. It's had with like rice, steamed rice. And the thing with both of them is I checked a lot for the recipes and I just mixed them a bit, which like after like trial and error, which one I liked the best. So those 2 will be my favorite one. They want me to like tell you how it's made and all that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay, which one? The chicken one or the lentil one?
Chicken one. Chicken was.
Okay, so the one I do is actually it's similar to the recipe this chef named Ranveer Brar prepares. Like I took it
Indian
mainly
chef.
from he's an Indian chef, lovely guy, and how he explains his recipes. Mwah. So what we do is we prepare shots, like we debone the carcass, just keep the thighs and the legs, and if you want to use the whole chicken, you can use the rest for sure. But if you want to, like the best parts are the thighs and the legs. So debone, and then the carcass you use it for the stock, a quick stock under a pressure cooker with peppercorns and a little bit of salt, cashew nuts.
Okay.
If you want to add little aromats like bay leaf, cinnamon, clove, you can do that as well. So that stock you're making will be the poaching liquid for later.
Okay.
And then, till then, what you do is with the deboned chicken on a pan, you lightly sear it with ghee. Like, you know what ghee is?
Of course I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very common, okay? But like, I didn't know it was common. I thought it was a very Indian thing.
It's a yeah.
It's like similar to clarified butter.
Butter, but
It has milk solids in it as well.
the butter burns, the ghee doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. The milk
That-
solids are
that's
removed.
That's
The main difference. Yeah. So we lightly sear it in that, and then you take it out. You're not cooking it, just light sear, and then you take it out. Oh wait, fuck! I fucked up the step. Sorry. The poaching liquid is made. Okay, back to square one. Okay, the poaching liquid's there, the stock that is boiling.
Okay.
You drop it in the stock for like a minute and a half. You take it out,
Okay.
and then that you sear it on a pan, and then you take it out. You don't cook it fully, and then you use these chilies called
Small chilies.
Byadgi. No, this is
No,
different.
no.
This is from a region called Karnataka. It's right above Kerala.
Okay.
They have a special chili of that region. Bedgi or something. Bedgi it's called. I'll
Okay.
tell you the spelling later. It's you use a lot of it. It's mainly known for its color, not spice. It is spicy. So if you get the dried form is where you find usually. You soak it a little bit and then you blend it completely with a bit of garlic.
Okay.
And then you cook it down. As you cook it down, the spice goes, the sweetness of the chili comes out, and when that happens, you add the chicken, and then you finish cooking it in that. And then if it becomes too dry, you add the stock to make it a little like a thick gravy, very thick gravy.
Wow.
I think that'll be easy to make. It's more possible than the fish one. Like if you want to try one day.
So you have to use that chili.
Not the small one, it's a different one. It's called
Yeah,
Bedgi.
I mean the
Bedgi, yeah, but they have a cheap, they have a similar alternative. I saw it in a market in Montreux.
Okay.
It's called Kashmiri. You can use it, it won't be the same, but it's nice.
Very nice. Okay, let's talk about life here in Culinary Arts Academy, Switzerland.
Oh,
How do you like the school here?
school, honestly. Like, I had trouble in the start. My luggage never arrived.
It's the best school in Europe so far.
Is it?
I mean, top 5. Top 5 in
I feel like location-wise, I feel like it's the best.
location-wise and yeah.
Yeah, look, and bro, like I was in a college in India, as I told you. The difference in faculty, like the knowledge the chefs here have and the faculty I attended back in India, it's a major difference. These guys know so much, they want to teach. It's like, and one thing definitely I noticed is like the idea, the one thing I loved was where they told us first day that every time you see someone, try to greet them. Say hello.
Exactly.
And
that's the
it
one
just-
thing
it's
I
just-
learned here.
Yeah, exactly. Saying
Every time you
hello,
see-
like
Because in
good evening.
Back in my country, we don't say anything.
Just ignore.
Just ignore. Now here, everyone says bonjour, bonsoir.
Yeah, I think it's lovely. It's a good thing.
That's the love.
Yeah. And honestly, as a campus, this is the least violent campus I've ever been to. School,
That's true.
high school, even this college in India, it's just, and in my break, I traveled all around. It was so peaceful. Apart from you, Teddy, the only time I've encountered violence was when I was with you. I don't know, man. You seem to attract it a little bit.
Okay. That's interesting to me. What advice would you give to the other young chefs who are just starting their culinary journey, and for these people, students who wants to apply for a Culinary Arts Academy in Switzerland here?
Ooh, advice.
Advice, what would you say to them?
Honestly, if you're going for the bachelor course, I would say, and if you have the money, of course, it's a fucking expensive place, go for it. And like, even if, and any other course, Swiss Grand Diploma is one course I would like be a little careful about, don't you think? Like, what do you think of the Swiss Grand Diploma?
For me, Swiss Grand Diploma, you're gonna learn much than master diploma.
Yeah, oh, right, masters.
Master.
For masters, I'll tell you, if anyone out there is looking to, is thinking that it's a very technical course, you learn how to cook and everything in masters, you have the wrong idea, because the people who come to masters are mainly, there are people from culinary background, obviously, but a lot of them are coming from outside. So while teaching they teach you the basics. And I heard the next term is going to be fine dining is what I've heard. But let's see, I hope. But yeah, if you want to learn cooking, I wouldn't suggest the master's course. But if you want to learn how to manage a restaurant and everything, this is the perfect course, honestly. I've been learning a lot. That's the only reason I've not been complaining for having fundamentals.
But the thing is, before the masters, they didn't have the fine dining.
They didn't, exactly. They had to do the production.
Buffet.
The buffet for students, exactly. This time they're saying this again. The thing is, I heard this from other students. I'm not sure how true it is, because I didn't attend the induction. They said it was like this, but let's see. I hope it'll be fun.
Let's see. Okay. I want to hear your thoughts about the chefs here in the school.
Chefs here. Oh.
There is a lot of chefs.
There are a lot of chefs. They're very interesting, I'll tell you. You would want to interact with almost everyone. And the ones who I've learnt under would be, I think, Axel would be one.
Yeah.
Chef Axel, I love his attitude, man. Obviously he has his little, he puts a little less effort in the paperwork, he does. But his knowledge is pretty good, and his confidence, in my opinion. He says the most random stuff in class. It's lovely. And who else? Chef Christopher Emmerling. Oh my God! Actually, I have one of his. He's the best. Honestly, I have one of his thing he told us about walking with purpose. Do you remember that?
Exactly.
Walking with
purpose.
Okay, look at this. It's in my background. Oh yeah.
I can see.
Oh, bro, I just loved that line so much. Yeah, he was supposed to be the one who was supposed to take the master Stone 1 class, but in the end they changed it to Chef Sarah. But Chef Sarah is also lovely. She's really nice. Been learning a lot from her.
The one thing I love about the chef Emmerling, his recipes
perfect. Perfect. It's so easy to understand. Yes. That's what exactly. Axel doesn't put effort in the paperwork. It's crazy.
That's the one thing I love.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, you see, of all the people I've learned, chefs I've learned under, I feel like Christopher is actually someone who actually cares about the teaching, wants to teach.
Yeah.
Wants to make sure the kids understand and stuff like that. And he cares about the person learning or no, messing up or no.
So, who else?
Chef Sarah.
Chef Sarah.
Yes, she's lovely. She's really fun to be around. But if you don't listen to her, oh my God, she gets really scary sometimes.
She is. You say that you worked in India. Oh, where did you work?
In India.
Indian cuisine or?
No, it was. I'll tell you. I worked at a hotel called Taj Santa Cruz. It was a 5-star hotel near the Mumbai airport.
Mm-hmm.
The rest, I worked at the sections of butchery, pastry, patisserie, and garde manger.
How long you worked there?
4 months.
4 months.
4 months in total.
How was it? Was it hard? And how many hours you were working there? Huh?
How many hours? Whew, it was around 12 hours a day, maybe more sometimes, and 6 days a week. Yeah.
That's quite hard.
The thing is, it is very long, it was hard, but it wasn't anything significant. You get what I'm saying? It was felt like a lot of the things I did there was just meaningless. Just peeling, just transporting, just fucking opening cans. And that was my job majority of the times. When that gets done, there was a few other work, but then again, there was no quality of work where I did. What I was doing there. That thing I learned over here, honestly. Like the one thing I learned mainly in India was how to work for long hours. Over here, my idea is to improve my quality of work.
I asked you this one because my next question is, have you ever had, of course, have you ever had deal with the pressure and the intensity of a professional kitchen? And how do you manage your stress and maintain your work-life balance?
Oh, stress. So
It's very stressful in the kitchen.
it always is. It just can't. I mean, again, I feel like that depends on how, it depends on you. Like, there are people who want to improve, who want to get it done, and there are people who just don't care.
But still, I would say,
Yeah.
but it depends on the colleagues also.
True.
If the environment, the colleagues are funny and
True. So it was in between my internship that I got a surgery done for my knee. So I was given like 3 weeks, 3 weeks off to recover after surgery, and then I had to get back to work. So I had a whole plaster, and if the thing was, I had to. The doctor told me if you can avoid. But the thing was, if I didn't go for my internship, I would not get my degree, and I would have had to give it next year. So like again, when you said about pressure and everything, I feel like that was like the toughest point of my life, where I had to like fully wear a plaster on my knee and then go to work and then work there for like 12-14 hours straight. I feel like the only thing that kept me going was like talking to people who care about you, who genuinely care, like my parents, like a few friends, and the most important, keeping yourself motivated, like, not lose motivation. Like, I kept listening to podcasts, watching like movies, or reading books that are like about people who had difficult moments in their life.
that helps a lot.
Yeah, so it's just not forgetting yourself in like the moments of adversities, or
Exactly.
like at the low point in life.
Oh,
Quote.
good. Good. Okay, there's a couple more questions. Do you have a chef that you aspire and take inspiration from?
Who chef that
I'm sure there's a lot, but
there is a lot, definitely.
what's the...
But honestly, I think the first ever chef I saw came to know, like a chef was like Jamie Oliver back in like 4th grade. But someone who actually made me want to learn this, I don't know if you heard of the guy, his name is Gagan Anand.
Where's he from?
He's from India, but he had his restaurant in Thailand, where he got I think he was the first Indian to get a Michelin. I think, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But what a genius. And his life story is on Chef's Table. You should watch it one day. It's brilliant, fella. I loved him. And during COVID, so I lost my sense of smell. I lost my sense of smell and taste. But later, a few months later, my taste came back. But my smell never did. I was freaking out. And at that moment, do you remember the chef Grant Achatz of that? I think the restaurant's called Linea. Okay. Grant Achatz
From US?
from US, the guy who does the pastry on the whole table.
Yeah, the throwing thing.
The one with the helium sugar balloon.
Yes, exactly.
So I learned about his story. This was during COVID. Turns out he had lost his smell and taste.
It's on Netflix. I saw it. Yeah, it's on Netflix.
I think I saw it on. Yeah, I think it's on Chef's Table only as well. But yeah, and his like how even after he lost his smell and taste, he was telling his sous chefs and everything to taste everything. He was explaining it to them how he wants it to taste like. Okay. And then he was just going by the word of his sous chefs and everything, and he ended up getting the Michelin as well after that. Like, even when he didn't have his taste and smell, I was like, fuck, okay, if this guy can do it, you know what?
You know what? I can do it as well.
Exactly.
Okay, my last question. I'm gonna ask about what's your future plan. Are there any future culinary goals or dreams that you're working towards aspiring to achieve in your career?
Many goals, honestly, but
I
feel like the
wanna
more-
ask what's the biggest?
what's the biggest? This is like my actual dream.
actual
Okay.
biggest one?
So I hope it's a very hope kind of this thing because it's very tough to find like the criteria I want. Like I want to have a freelance company of sorts where I am surrounded with like mainly culinarians who have the similar idea like me, think alike, we think alike. We're like a small group, not a lot, and there's no hierarchy. Like everyone's the same level. Like we're all equal partners, and then the point is all of us are reputed. We like worked. We have experience. We know our stuff. Like it's just like a group of really good culinarians. We are hired on request, like stuff like that, like that, to be that good,
that's
like
so
to work on
interesting.
contract
Yeah.
basis. That is something I want to work towards. Otherwise, my backup is a beach shack. I want to open a shack on the beach. Lovely.
Okay. Are there any questions that I didn't ask or things that you wanted to say? Last minute is yours.
Oh my god. Well, what didn't you ask? Okay, for those.
Maybe you can say for his students who wants to apply.
Right. I wanted to give a background. I came in January 2023. I had joined the term 4 bachelors, like just the term 4. That is where I met Teddy and like also my roommate, my current
who's your
roommate, best man, Shankar.
Monsieur
The best
Pittan.
chef, Mr. Shankar, the man, the myth, the legend.
He's a legend.
He is a legend. Yeah. And yeah, I had completed that term in March, and now I've started my masters. And my masters, the classes will get over, and I think yes, September, and then I'll be going for my internship. I think this is the last term I'll be with Teddy and Danza. Eh?
Yeah. One more month.
One more month.
By the way, where are you going for your internship?
Oof, I'm actually.
What's your plan?
I've found a restaurant in the US. I'm trying to get there. If not, then I think Switzerland would be my main option. The reason I chose US was mainly paying back the loan. Yeah, I feel like it's easier. It's a very calculated decision. What about you, Teddy? Where are you going for internship?
I'm going to Zurich this July.
Your trial?
I'm trying. Next Saturday, I'm going for a tryout,
Oh.
and we'll see. It's a Japanese cuisine. One Michelin
Yeah.
star.
Oh, fuck! Beautiful.
Let's hope we'll get there.
You will, man. You will. You will. You're a good guy.
Okay, thank you very much for coming up.
Oh, my
It
pleasure.
was a pleasure to talking to you, bro.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yep.